Welcome to TuberChat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And for the second time this weekend, I am unprepared as I whip my green screen all over the room and try to get things together. But so thank you everybody for coming in so early. Thanks for hanging out. And I think we have a brand new channel in the house, Real Plays. I'm not sure if you've been here before. Forgive me if I'm mistaken that this might be your first time here, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through today. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. And you can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then, yeah, Mr. Fulton Mraz, hopefully you're doing what you need to be okay. That's unfortunate news, but hopefully you're all right. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out. The first channel that we're looking at today is Michael's Adventures. He is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube in my almost 5 years now. And we will be going to watch this premiere that will be coming up in about 2.5 hours right after TuberChat. We will be able to continue connecting during that live chat the same way that we do here. So you'll have an opportunity to meet even more friends and family members for your channel while we're over there. I'm just getting a couple of members onto the wheel, and then I will start spinning. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is here. Chris's Clever Craft is in the house as well. And I will do some catching up in a quick second to see who else is with us today. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. And other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, and Rambling with the Brums are here. Sam is here as a member and a moderator. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is on the wheel. And Chris's Clever Craft is here with a few different channels, actually. Phasma Nut is his new gaming channel. So let's spin. We'll get a channel up here right away. Scratch and PPA, another of the most supportive creators that I've met in my YouTube journey, is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, a shining jewel in the TuberChat family. He's in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom. So we'll get to a fellow Canadian first, and that will be Rambling with the Brums. And we'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. And I'll do some introductions. Beauty Amani, good to see you here. Black Phoenix, thank you for coming in so early. They were asking how everybody's day was. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. And hopefully you are too. Facing Reality, it's always good to see you. She is always at the head of the list when it comes to engagement here in the chat. Jan Hines, good to have you back. Mortgage with Me, always good to see you here. Nita VR Designs, it's great to have you in the house as well. I see that Faye Blatcher has come in. I'm going to get you onto the wheel as soon as possible. And Arsenic Element, it's good to see you as well. Everyday Johnson, it might be your first time here with TuberChat. And Sophia On Demand, same for you. Tara Warwick might be brand new to TuberChat. And forgive me if I'm mistaken about any of those channels, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We have lots of dynamic creators that will come through the chat. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. TWTTV is here. Wabendo Andrew Videos is back. The Stoner Gamer 420 It's good to have you here, and the essence of Sonya is somebody who's been with TuberChat from the beginning. Cooking with Sharisa, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Cooking with Sharisa might be brand new to TuberChat, so forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but it's great to have you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if you've mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow, and that should help me see it a little bit easier. We should be able to catch it the next time around. So, yeah, hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. John H. Shelton, thank you for coming back in. He's actually got 2 different channels. And we'll look at both of those when we get his chance up here. Faye Blatcher is on the wheel. Rambling with the Brums is a fellow Canadian, and this is somebody who comes to us through the homesteading community, but brings us a variety of content on their channel, both indoors and outdoors. They often do live streaming where they are encouraging and allowing everybody to connect in a similar way to what we do here in TuberChat. They've built up quite a reputation as both a supporter and a moderator, and will be always willing to help others connect and grow. And then they put a lot of focus on creators with that are just starting out with their channels. YM Studio Lab, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Tara Warwick, are you saying that your channel's name is God's People? Is that how you would prefer to be referenced? I will do my best to remember that, God's People, and see. It's easiest for, I just imagine it's easiest for everybody in the chat if I refer to the channel as Tara Warwick. And forgive me if I'm completely mistaken, but when we do connect with each other when I'm talking about channels, it could possibly be confusing if I'm mentioning other names. And then thank you so much, Phasmanet. That's Chris's Clever Craft, like I said, with a gaming channel. Keto Bomb and Michelle, good to see you here. Yes, it is the channel name. If I reference it here as God's People, it's very possible that people won't find you as much as you wish that they probably would, considering what we're doing here. So I'll leave it up to you, but I will ask, and hopefully, like I said, I can remember that. All right, hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. Rambling with the Brums has 630 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to the 700 that they're thinking about, and they have been a friend for a long time already. Like I said, they come to us from the homesteading community. You see a lot of familiar faces there. I don't want to fall behind with you, so I'm just going to take one of your videos. You're posting frequently, which is great news. Actually, okay, I did already. I've got that video on my catch-up list. I'm just not quite caught up. It was longer than I thought it was. I must have not caught up yesterday either. I was running that playlist earlier today. I had like 44 videos in there. So I'm working on it. And that allows me to just stay caught up with creators and make sure I don't fall too far behind. And hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. Otherwise, it looks like we've got some friends here. 345 Barry, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We'll get Chris's Clever Craft up here. We'll look at all 3 of their channels, and then I will see what I can do about adding some names from our chat list right away. Chris's Clever Craft is a dear friend and has been for a while here. He brings fun, energy, and a little bit of comedy everywhere he goes. As a matter of fact, 436 subscribers on this main channel right now. now. Hoping we can push him a little bit closer to the 500. That will bring his community tab up. When we look at his content, we see a lot of indoor, a lot of outdoor videos. He just put out a brand new video that is a, I haven't seen it yet, but he did mention to me that this would be coming, and this is a talk about Scratch and Pete, and the fact that he's now just about halfway on the road to 1K. He's at about 9, I think it was 9:47 yesterday, and we want to work on Scratch and PPA's hours. So I'm going to take this video, add it into my catch-up list so I can make sure I catch that. But as well, we're going to look at Tip the Table. And this is another channel from Chris's Clever Craft. On his main channel, he does a lot of indoor and outdoor videos. He shows us his interesting property, does a lot of do-it-yourself videos, almost like tutorials. And to find Tip the Table, I'm just going to use my filters to make sure I'm looking for channels, because it is fairly new, and they've got 10 subscribers over here with their first video already being published. And then Phasmonut is where they play Phasmophobia, and that will be an ongoing series with 17 subscribers on this channel. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. The Stock Explorer, thank you for coming back in. And Corinne's Life is here, both as a moderator and a member. And so let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And then thank you, the Stoner Gamer 420. And thank you, Chris's Clever Craft. I thought I saw another channel that was talking, by Health G Mom, Everyday Johnson. I'm not sure. That particular channel might be, I might be reading that wrong. And then, we've got a few new channels here today, which is really cool. So Corinne's Life is here, like I said, as a moderator and a member. She's been a dear friend for a long time. She gives us a great look at Corinne's life and everything that is involved in that. So she gives us a look at her home life, indoors, outdoors. She gives us random live streams. She hops on panels with other people. She has live streams where she brings people on her panels as well. She does a lot of shorts videos. She's getting some activity on some of these as well. Look at that, 5,000 views right there. And she owns a small business called Lighthouse and Anchor Designs, where she produces merchandise, not just for herself to sell on Etsy, but also for other small businesses and YouTubers. Everything from t-shirts to hats to mugs to Christmas ornaments, stickers, and all kinds of other stuff. Ron Mower, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Corinne's Life shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. She's got 1,900 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can get her rolling. She's officially on the road to 2K and fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More originally comes to us from Corinne's Life. So one of the things I should probably go over, because we do have a handful of new channels right here in the beginning of the live stream. When we connect with each other, traditional sub for sub behavior is very much against YouTube's community guidelines. So we're here for much, much, much more than that. We're here to support each other over the long term, by watching each other's videos, leaving great comments, hanging out in each other's premieres, live streams, giving lots of thumbs up and all that good stuff. Intro to Mills, good to see you here. So we say a lot of silly things in the chat that have to do with visiting each other's channels and supporting each other, because we don't tend to use certain words. So hopefully you find it a little bit fun, if not silly, but we say, I've been to your house and left you a package, or I've baked you some cookies, or I've danced conversed with you or something like that. And it all means the same thing. It means that somebody has been to your channel, watched a full video of at least 3 minutes. Very important that that video is at least 3 minutes long. Very important that we watch from the beginning to end. It's better to look at a video that's even 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes and possibly even watch 2 or 3. Once you have left a meaningful, genuine comment of at least 3 or 4 sentences, then you can give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and that should make your connection stick. When you come back into TuberChat, you can let the creator that you've connected with know that you have visited their house and left them a package. If you want to say that, they will turn around and do the same thing for you. Yes, the Stock Explorer, hugs all around. There's lots of silly things that I've seen people say. Baking got very popular about a year ago, I think it was, and dancing was popular last summer. It was something else. And then can you use YouTube library with the songs from your phone? You'll have to forgive me because I haven't tried. So that might be a bit of a challenge because you've got to get the songs out of the library, download them. If you're able to do that or know how to download files on your phone, you probably can, and then get them into whatever editing software you're using. So it's very possible. But you have to forgive me, it's way beyond the scope of what I could talk about or show here. I'm always doing good. The Stoner Gamer 420, thanks for asking. Hopefully you are too. Forgive me for anything I'm missing in the chat. Hilda DC is here as a member of our moderator squad. I'm going to get her right onto the wheel as well. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Sam's Logs Trains and More is our stream boss right now. As a matter of fact, he knocked the life out of our last stream boss with a super chat yesterday, and therefore has been the stream boss and will get some extra exposure for that. He's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. He shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. Theta Eisenberg, good to see you back in the house. And then Gail Southern Living, thank you for coming in. And then 345 Barry, yeah, a couple. So one of the things is when people come into TuberChat that are brand new, they either may not understand the importance of following the full procedure, or a lot of people just figure, okay, forget what he says, I'm just going to cut corners and whatever, until they lose a bunch of subscribers. We see it very often. And then I have a lot of creators that reach out to me afterwards and say, oh, I realize it's important. Yes, we have to watch longer videos. So here's the thing. If somebody is only going to watch short videos and not do the things that we talk about here, not read the description and stuff like that, which we can't expect everybody to do, they will lose their subscribers. They'll either get frustrated and leave, or they will come back and improve their connections. If not, then it wasn't somebody who was going to intend on supporting in the way that we do here over the long term. So while we wish not to dismiss anybody or exclude anybody from the possibility of coming into the TuberChat family, we know that it can't be for everybody. That's why I have the 20-minute subscriber only time limit on as well, to give people a chance to see what we're doing before they come in. But not while most people will stay, not everybody will. Tim the Canadian, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Sam's Logs Trains and More, bringing us train videos more than anything else, sometimes indoor, sometimes outdoor, sometimes train, sometimes stations, but a lot of variety mixed in, including vlogs, unboxing videos, product reviews, and a lot of live streaming where he will allow and encourage everybody to connect in the same way that we do here in TuberChat. You'll also see Sam's Logs Trains and More hopping on other panels, usually with Hilda DC. Well, I'm not sure if he's been on with Hilda DC, but Makeup Mom and Son and Corinne's Life and many other creators. I'm always happy to see everybody collaborating together. John H. Shelton is coming up right now, but Makeup Mom and Son just walked in as well. John H. Shelton's got a couple of channels. We'll look at both of those while I get Makeup Mom and Son onto the wheel. She is both a moderator and a gold member, so we will see her link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Alex Official, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And forgive me if I've missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So, John H. Shelton is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, has been a friend to TuberChat for a long time. He's a member of our Twitter list. Anybody who tweets or retweets for TuberChat gets automatically added to that list by me. The idea then is that you can meet over 100 creators who have likely been through the TuberChat family and are active on Twitter and are willing to share for others. And then, yeah, 345 Barry. Some of those creators, if they don't come back, my advice would be just to let them go, because they won't be interested in what we're doing yet. After a little while, when they struggle to grow, they may come back and decide to do what we're doing. If not, they'll just probably jump from grow stream to grow stream and do as some people like to do, which is fine. So Johnny Shelton, this is his official channel, official YouTube here, with over 3,000 subscribers, almost 3,200 already. And then I just want to make sure I'm not falling too far behind. Johnny Shelton posts so frequently, it's something else. But I'm just going to take your latest video, add that into my catch-up list, and then we're going to look at his second channel, which is John H. Shelton Extras and Bits. 738 subscribers here, and I'm hoping everybody will support this creator on both channels. The first one, of course, is fully monetized, but we'd like to get the second one there as well. 738 subscribers right now puts him officially on the road to 800. Garden State Gardener must be excited for a Super Bowl Sunday version of Sunday Fun Day. If you're doing it tonight, I'm sure you are. And they happen to be a member, so I'm putting them on the wheel right away. And Mrs. VSNC09 is also a member. We always put the members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Hapalistic Kitchen, good to see you here. And pardon me, just for a quick second, we will come right back and get spinning the wheel. Pardon me for that. Oh, goodness. Let's spin, like I said. And John H. Shelton, like I said, is a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Pandan, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I wonder if this is the first time that you're coming into TuberChat. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I feel like I recognize your channel, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. And then for anybody that is new, we have a lot of creators that will come through today. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you'd like. Phillip Lemon, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. The Stock Explorer has 651 subscribers. I'm hoping we could push them a little bit farther. They're halfway on the road to 700. This channel is growing rapidly. One of the quickest that we've seen, I think, in TuberChat. Not overly fast, but they're growing solidly. And one of the reasons why, I'm just guessing more than anything else, is because I see the Stock Explorer out supporting creators like crazy. So when I bounce around in between premieres and live streams, I run into the Stock Explorer regularly. Pardon me again. Oh, and pardon me. No, Phillip Lemon, thanks for asking. I just have allergies. I was itchy and I'm pulling my nose here. I didn't think you want to see or hear that. A few people have heard that here. And then Alex Official, we don't do a lot of self-promotion here, so myself or the moderators might knock out comments like that. Swole Beast, good to see you. And Timmy Ray the King, good to have you here again. So the Stock Explorer with 651 subscribers gives us level-headed and down-to-earth information about the stock market and crypto and moves that we might consider. And they are very forthcoming about their own portfolio and the moves that they make as well. Steve Hauser, good to see you back in the house. So the Stock Explorer mixes up their videos, and this is a great example of how a channel can take advantage of every type of format of video content, having them be married to each other, where we have shorts, we have long form and short form videos, and we have live streams all on one channel that all complement each other. So it's a great combination here. Oh, self-promotion, YM Studio Lab. That's left to be anybody's guess. But basically what I mean here in TuberChat is if you say, like, guys, come to my channel, and guys, come and help me. Can you help me get to 500? Can you help me get to 600? The reason why is because, first of all, it's frowned upon in the YouTube community anyway. But secondly, here in TuberChat, the focus is on generosity. And you'll hear in the stories that I tell and the things that I say constantly that we give much more than we expect to receive. The idea, of course, is by making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them more so than you even wish for yourself, you know that it will come back. And there will be a day very soon where it will be so overwhelming, the support that comes back to you, you won't be able to keep up with everybody anyway. That's what we wish for everyone. So self-promotion is just simple messages like, come visit me, guys, or, you know, people will come by, leave one message in the chat, and then take off. They never participate and stuff like that. So Papa Knight, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you've had a chance to read our video description. You'll get an idea of what we're doing and how you can maximize your time here. But then as well, Sheedwe here, thank you for coming in. I think you might be new to the channel as well, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. And again, our instructions are always in the video description. We put a lot of focus on generosity, like I said. And for that reason, you will find, for anybody that's brand new to TuberChat, a lot of the creators who've been here many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat right away for the first time, and with good reason, because they want to see how you interact with everybody else in the chat. They want to watch the things you say and get an idea as to whether you might be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they will connect with you, because everybody here who's here for the long term is very serious about, first of all, growing their channels the right way, but secondly, supporting other creators and understanding that that's the key to success on YouTube, is by doing for others, knowing it will come back. You'll hear it again in the stories that I tell all the time. Docs on a Budget, good to see you here. The Stock Explorer has a second channel. Let's take a quick look at that. Tropical Buzz is a second channel from the Stock Explorer with 38 subscribers right now. We're going to learn everything about plants and I'm assuming flowers. I'm still getting to know what they got going on this channel and what the intentions are. I got to learn from the Stock Explorer the right way of putting this. Is it, I forget if it's botany or something along those lines, because I did not study anything like this. But I would love to be able to promote it properly when I'm here. Let's see what they got on their About page. Collecting plants. And it's more of a hobby than anything else. But they're going to share with us their lessons and things that they have learned, things that they will learn as they continue to go on their journey. I am Betty J. Gathers. Thank you for coming in. On the notes that I was saying like earlier, right, we have like there's one channel who comes in here almost every day. They just fire their name and a bunch of emojis into the chat, and I always say hello, but they likely won't have any growth from here. What my suggestion is to everybody that's brand new, everybody at all as a matter of fact, is to start a conversation with a creator here before you connect with them. I absolutely believe it's worth the time. You can meet up to 8, maybe even 10 creators per hour here properly in TuberChat, but any faster than that is too fast. And we know that YouTube plays games with all of our numbers. They take our subscribers, they take our views, our watch hours. Even some of your thumbs down are going to disappear after a couple of days, if you can believe it. So we have to do everything that we can to support each other while we're here. Modest Moon Gazer, good to see you in the house. I'm not sure if I welcomed Cute Goth Girl Gamer, who was here earlier. I'm not sure if she popped in quickly or if she's still with us. But I've got Modest Moon Gazer on the wheel with I Am Betty J Gathers and a few more of our members. Soon I will get to adding some names from our chat list. Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my almost 5 years on YouTube. And this is a shining example of how generosity comes back to you tenfold, where I don't think it's possible for anybody to support Scratch and PPA as much as he supports them. That goes for everybody because he really goes over and above. But he's officially halfway on the road to 1K at 950 right now. So what you'll find on his channel is an interactive series of videos. And what I mean by that is he has a series of videos where you're able to vote on the content of next week's video. If you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook. And it sets his series apart, makes it unique, a lot of fun to be a part of. The other thing that you'll notice, and this is where I get into the idea of the major support from this particular creator, Scratch and PPA seems to be everywhere all the time, supporting everyone. When you bounce yourself in between premieres, live streams, commenting on videos, you will see Scratch and PPA everywhere. Bose Pixel, thank you for coming in again. That's a longtime friend of TuberChat. And on Tuesdays, he premieres these videos. They are always run at 12:15 Eastern, around the lunch hour. What you'll find there is the fastest chat you've probably ever seen. Faster than TuberChat, faster than most others, because the overwhelming support that Scratch and PPA gives to other creators every day, all week long, comes back in a rush and flood all at once in these premieres. And it makes that fun to be a part of as well, because it is very fast-paced, very high energy, and his videos usually run anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. So hopefully everybody can join us this Tuesday. I literally have an alarm set on my phone to make sure I miss as few as possible of Scratch and PPA's premieres. Father versus Son 1-on-1. Good to see you in the house. That's an interesting name for a channel, but thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Team Tyra, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I tend to speak so much, and my speeches get pretty long-winded here in TuberChat. For those of you who are brand new, if there's something that you wanted me to mention or elaborate on, or if I've cut myself off mid-thought, then just please mention it in the chat with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and we can answer any questions anybody has. What you'll also notice when I talk about subscribers and losses and the importance of doing for others, the importance of following our full procedure to a T, we've been at this a long time now. It's well over a year and a half. We're on episode 353, if you can imagine that, and the system has not or barely ever changed. Now, what you'll notice more than anything else is as I put channels on the screen, if they've ever been to TuberChat on the screen before, they are always subscribed. So even though I lose subscribers, just like everybody does, nobody ever loses TuberChat. It is extremely rare. And when it does happen, it's some kind of a glitch. It happens to everybody. This past week, I've got a lot of friends now who have YouTube channels that are covering some world news. Some of them have grown by tens of thousands of subscribers in a very short period of time. The biggest loss I heard of recently was a creator with about 100,000 now who lost 10,000 all at once. Some of those may have been returned, but the losses happen to everybody. and YouTube is constantly purging. They're removing old accounts, they're removing fake accounts, they're removing people who came by just to drop a thumbs up and never came back, or a thumbs down for that matter, things like that. So it happens to everybody, and thank you, Papa Knight. Again, hopefully you're feeling welcome today. And Mama's Handprint, good to see you in. Thank you for coming back. Mama's Handprint's been a long-time friend of TuberChat. And then Steve Hauser, no, if you're a moderator on a channel, which we don't have a lot of moderators here, you're able to click system. But when you search, find, and click for a creator's name, or a channel name, you're actually doing them a service. If you can imagine, after hundreds of creators are searching, finding, and clicking on your channel name, you will rise up the YouTube search results, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting when people are looking for your channel. So by searching, finding, and clicking on creators' channel names, we're actually helping them. Sage Lifestyle, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And it is YM Studio Lab, but there's a bigger story behind all of that. This creator may have gone from not too many more than 2,000 subscribers to 100,000 in a matter of about 3 weeks. But that is based on some world news. They've been able to cover something virtually 24 hours a day. And it's a rare opportunity. That's a very rare situation. But it happens, like I said, to everybody based on your numbers. The more subscribers you have, the more you're going to lose all at once. That's why I keep harping on the idea that we must follow the full procedure. I have some creators who reach out to me and say that they never lose subscribers, ever. The reason why is because they follow the full procedure to a T every time. When you see me out in the YouTube streets, bouncing in between premieres, live streams, hopefully on your own channel, or at least if you're visiting somebody else, you'll notice that I don't fish for subscribers. But when somebody wants to connect with me, then I will go to their channel right away, that second. And I will connect in exactly the same way that we do here. I will find a video that's usually around 3 minutes. You see my comments everywhere. I'll leave a comment of 3 or 4 sentences, and like I said, my connections always stick. It's about 1 in 1,000 that we see, or somewhere thereabouts, where I'm actually unsubscribed. So Hilda DC is part of the TuberChat moderator squad. We have very few moderators. Every single one of them is a personal friend of mine and has been now from YouTube for a very long time. Each one has a channel of their own, so I hope you will connect with them. They are very much versed in all the things that we do here in TuberChat. They are all generous creators who go over and above for others. Hilda DC, of course, is no exception. She's been a moderator here with TuberChat for quite some time. We don't have a sub count on her channel, but that's okay. She's fully monetized. We know she's well over 1,000. And she does a mix of a few shorts here that we see, and a lot of mukbang challenge and food review videos. And she has a very lively chat. She's a very much loved and well-respected creator. One of the things you'll find in her content that I enjoy the most is the fact that she's got positive affirmations constantly running on the screen that are motivating and inspiring. And then as well, she is that way herself everywhere she goes, whether it's on her channel or off. She also collaborates with other creators by hopping in on StreamYard panels and host StreamYard panels herself. Prasi Malembi, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for coming in. And thank you for being here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect here, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Hilda DC is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships, of course. Happy Nwagi Remedies, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Mrs. VSNC09 has been a friend of TuberChat for quite some time. They are a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And when they had first come into the TuberChat family, I noticed that they do a lot of royal family coverage, and they do pretty well with that. They've got some lively live streams, and if you're able to visit them, you'll find some engaging conversation happening, both with supporters and viewers. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships, of course. But they sprinkle a lot of variety in as well. They've got some shorts, they're getting some activity there, and then as well, they're posting frequently. I'm just going to take your latest video. If I didn't already do this yesterday, I'm going to add this into my, I meant to add that into my ketchup list. And that will allow me to get caught up and not fall too much farther behind. Mrs. VSNC09 seems to be another creator who is everywhere all the time. When you start visiting some of the creators that are here in TuberChat and people you've met through this community, you'll likely run into Mrs. VSNC09 in a lot of premieres and live streams. And then thank you so much, Team Tyra. And I always leave the live streams up so anybody can go back. The only thing is that they're so long, they're always 2.5 hours or so, that it's way too much to go back over and leave chapters and things like that. If there's something that you hear during TuberChat while you're watching, you can always look and see what time we started at, make a timestamp for yourself, and go back and catch these nuggets of information. Now, I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. A lot of people may not know, especially people who are new today, that I have both my own channels. I run some others. I used to run a couple more, and I consult for a few. But I learn every day, and I strive to become better. I've been corrected many times. What I wish is that we take all the information that we all know, share it with each other, so that we can discuss it here, and then everybody can have an easier and faster time moving on their YouTube journey. So I am Betty J Gathers, is fairly new to TuberChat. They've just been with us for a month or two now. But I'm hoping that everybody will support them. It's great to see that they've got their 100 subscribers right now with 101. We'd love to push them a little bit farther to make sure they stay up and over that 100. And then, and then thank you, The Gaming Ham. I am going to put your channel on the wheel though, because you are a member, and we will look at it quickly whether you're here or not. So thank you for that. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. But thank you for coming by, even if it's quickly. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here. We still got a long way to go. We've got almost 2 hours. Papa Knight, thank you so much for that membership. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, members get added to the wheel right away. Lele Scratcher Lottery just came in, and we're going to add Papa Knight to the wheel as well. And every time you're here, I will add you to the wheel right away. And then God's People is here from Tara Warwick. Thank you for that. So anybody that has more than one channel is absolutely welcome to come in with both. The only thing I ever ask is that they're treated separately, because like I keep saying today, it's very important that we always connect genuinely. So you'll notice that we don't have creators that come through and say like, hey guys, I've got 3 channels, go get them all, because it's not the way that we connect. It's not the way that we make sure the connections stick. Garden State Gardener, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel will be the next one that we look at on the screen before I spin the wheel again. And once the wheel gets down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll start adding some from our chat list. Yes, and then thank you so much, The Gaming Ham. Absolutely, I agree. I've found myself in that same position many times. So I am Betty J Gathers. I hope everybody will connect with them. They are a dynamic creator, as you can see from the thumbnails that they've got here. It is more pure variety than anything else right now that I've seen, and I'm still getting to know this creator's content, but hopefully you'll enjoy that as much as I am. I didn't mean to spin the wheel there, but Garden State Gardener will come up first because they did just drop a super chat on us right now. And so we'll put their channel on the screen right away, and then Papa Knight will be the next channel that comes up because we did spin the wheel there. Garden State Gardener has 1,550 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,600 that they're thinking about, obviously halfway now. I'm curious to see how their Sunday Fun Day is going to go tonight. They always do that at 7 p.m. Eastern. Runs for about 2 hours, if I'm right. I've been there to catch them a few times. And I'm just going to take your latest video, though. I know this is a stream replay, but I'm going to take this anyway and keep it in my catch-up list. Garden State Gardener seems to be posting every day, so it's virtually impossible to keep up with this creator. They're getting some action on their shorts videos as well, and they got a lot of fun stuff here. It's great to see a short from Rambling with the Brums there as well. And they're fully monetized here, so lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships. Oh, you don't have 2 channels. Okay, I understand, God's people. Thank you very much. And pardon me again just for a quick second. We're going to be right back, and I'll talk more about Garden State Gardener. Okay, pardon me for that. Garden State Gardener, like I said, does Fun Day Sunday, and it is, or Sunday Fun Day. It is one of the most engaging and fastest running live streams that you'll see. Wild live chat with a lot of engaging conversation. You'll see some friends from TuberChat there, but he's got a very loyal and dedicated community around his channel as well. So I hope everybody will go and check that out, possibly even tonight in a few hours. And I'm curious to see what they're going to have going on for Super Bowl Sunday, if that's the case. And Garden State Gardener, of course, comes to us from the homesteading community. So we're going to learn a lot about self-sufficiency and a lot about what we can do with the outdoors. So let's take Papa Knight and see what they've got going on. This is our brand newest member. They just became a member right now. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this 14-minute one here. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full in the next 24 hours. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well. Obviously, with a membership, you would be, and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I try to post the live streams a couple of days in advance so that you can check what time they'll be at, and then you can plan if you need to. And Garden State Gardener, sorry if you mentioned that more than once, going to a Super Bowl party, so you've got a day off from Sunday Fun Day. I'm sure by the time next week comes around, you'll have an explosive day then, because everybody will have missed it. There's always a little bit of that idea when you're doing a series of videos. I never want to advise anybody to take a break, but you can make the most of it by knowing that if people miss what you're doing, then they'll be back a little bit heavier and harder the next week. Green Ham Gaming is not the right channel. Forgive me, I was looking for the Gaming Ham. Let's see if we can get that channel up here by searching through our filters. And there they are right there, 149 subscribers. So when you're looking for the Gaming Ham, you might have to use your filters. You could do that on a computer or on a phone or a tablet, of course. And make sure you're looking for a channel as opposed to just the general search results that YouTube will give to you. Make sure they're not trying to misspell for you and things like that as well. Once we match the avatar, we know we've got the right channel. This is the Gaming Ham. I'm still getting to know their particular brand of content. I'm just going to take this 8-minute video. I'm going to add their Battlefield one into my catch-up list, but they obviously have a little bit of variety in their gaming, usually playing Mass Effect. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that, and they're obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. So now I'm going to see what I can do about adding some more names to our wheel from our chat list. I usually do that when we get it down to about 5 or 6 names. And then thank you, the Stock Explorer. Yeah, I just wanted to put the channel up quickly. So Facing Reality is coming up right now, or sorry, on the wheel. Almost skipped the wheel for you there. The Essence of Sonya has been with TuberChat pretty much from the beginning. It might actually be from the beginning again. I have to go back and check that out. And YM Studio Lab is brand new to TuberChat, but they're going to be on the wheel now, and we'll soon see what they've got going on. So as we spin, we're going to see Faye Blatcher come up here, which I misspelled on the wheel, but that's okay. Faye Blatcher is a very loyal and dedicated supporter, and she is somebody who is out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, supporting as many creators as she can. She always engages conversation, is positive, motivating, and has over 2,400 subscribers on her channel. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to take this Faithful Fab collab, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, so that I can stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And Faye Blatcher, like I said, will always engage conversation, which is a great service to any creator. So when you're out there supporting others in premieres, live streams, when you have conversation in the chat, you're helping to send engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm that could possibly and probably have that content pushed out even farther, not just that day, but in the coming days, weeks, and maybe even months ahead. So it's a great service to any creator. I certainly appreciate all the conversation that goes on here in TuberChat, especially for the fact that we can all learn from each other and hopefully avoid some of the mistakes that we've made, and then move our channels and our videos along even faster. So thank you everybody again for being here. If you're willing to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So I'm going to spin the wheel now. We will get another channel up onto the screen. Lele Scratcher Lottery is going to come up. They happen to be a member, so of course we put them on the wheel as soon as we saw them in the chat. And we'll see what they got going on now. 373 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to the 400 they'll be thinking about. They're already getting pretty close. They're mixing up the shorts, and most of their videos are short form, but they've actually got shorts videos here too, which is really cool. So this is another example of how a channel can utilize all the different video formats because it is so niched, right? So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. What I have found was that when I had started TuberChat, I didn't realize how big and popular the lottery ticket scratching genre was, and it was kind of overwhelming to realize how large that genre and that community is. But what I've also found is that a lot of the creators in that community, and we have many now here in TuberChat, probably at least 10 lottery ticket scratching channels that come through, they, as a whole, seem to be a lot of generous creators within that community, if that makes sense. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Lele Scratcher Lottery has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here for a while now, and if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. What is that, Phasmanut? Maybe you don't want to touch on this. Let's see if I can go back and figure out if Phasmanut was asking me something. That's Chris's Clever Craft. And we'll see. Yeah, anybody can ask anything here, and then if there's something that I want to avoid or, you know, I don't think is best for this particular format, then I'll just deflect or something like that, but... just dropping a message for them to make sure that I often miss questions in the chat and comments and things like that. So if you mention something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, please just mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or I mentioned TuberChat, Connect, and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around, but we'll double check with Phasmonut and see if there was something that they mentioned that I didn't catch. Sometimes when you type things into the chat here, TuberChat tends to be extremely strict when it comes to what we can and can't say and the operation of the live stream in general. Hopefully you still find it fun, but I know that I keep the chat very tight, and there's lots of reason for that, because anybody who wouldn't be able to have the patience or put up with what we're doing the way we do it here would move on, and then nobody would end up wasting their time. You know, I don't want anybody to waste their time hanging out with us for a while and then just getting upset that they don't want to do what we're doing, or whatever you want to call it, right? Charlie Grace, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. When you type things into the chat, because I have such an extensive banned words list, there are some, it's a very possible you might try to type something, you think it goes through, but it doesn't, and that I should loosen it up a little bit, but there's some simple words in there like support and subscriber and stuff like that, because we really don't want to say that too much. But that's just a side note. The banned words list can be a great help when it comes to trolling, especially those robots that keep coming through and dropping those websites. That is ridiculous. You can put some of those terms in your banned words list and prevent it altogether. So Makeup Mom and Son is here, and she has been a dear friend to TuberChat for a very long time. She's here both as a moderator and a gold member, so we will see her link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, and you will find that Michelle from Makeup Mom and Son is a very much loved and well-respected creator, not just here in the TuberChat community, but she's built up a loyal and dedicated community of her own around her channel. She does a lot of variety over there, so there's a lot of beauty products, whether it's in the form of a get ready with me type of video or live stream, unboxings, reviews. She often talks about different things as well, and is very much intentional about looking for different content that she can present to her audience. So a lot of times when we see makeup or beauty channels, we might see things like BoxyCharm or FabFitFun and things like this. Makeup Mom and Son is considering how to expand the content for the viewership, which is great. It's wonderful to hear her talk about it the way that she does. But she posts frequently, usually multiple times a week. She's got some shorts and getting some action there as well. But she also does an interview series right now. Sometimes she does live streams that are random, and anybody, you know, she's got a few people that hop up on panel with her. She's willing to hop in with others, which is great. I love seeing collaborators in the TuberChat community. Sally Efemena, good to see you back in the house. And Makeup Mom and Son is doing an interview series right now. Now, I've been lucky to have been a part of this, and you'll see some familiar faces there. So Hilda DC from our moderator squad is up next on Saturday. The How-To Lady will be following her, and then Uniquely Lavish, who's familiar here as well, will be up, and then we'll be introduced to a brand new channel, Texas Tatty. So by watching these live streams from Makeup Mom and Son, you will likely be introduced to some new creators, as well as get to learn about some of the people that you know already here from the TuberChat family. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when we get there, including Super Chats and memberships. And I'm just going to show you her second channel. Kenen Plays is Makeup Mom and Son's channel, and this is where we're going to see some video gaming. They are working on some more videos right now. We love the idea of encouraging anybody to increase their video production and put out creativity and put content out, but this is a young creator, and we definitely want to encourage them to do the same. So with 26 subscribers, we'd love to push them towards the 30 that they're thinking about right now and get them rolling a little farther on the road to the first 100. Oh, was it that long, Sam's Log Strains of More? Yeah, when I get into the long-winded speeches, sometimes channels sit on the screen a bit. I try to be conscious of that and move on a little bit, but I also don't want to do too terrible of a job of promoting channels. Today, in the beginning of the live stream, I was talking more about different things that came up in the chat. We have a lot of new channels here today, more than usual from the beginning. I was talking about a few extra things, and some channels didn't get quite the exposure that they usually do. But we mix things up, and hopefully everybody enjoys it either way. Jan Hines is here. Mortgage with Me is coming up on the wheel. And Hapalistic Kitchen will be on the wheel as well. I'll spin right away. We'll see who's coming up next. And I don't know if Chris's Clever Craft is still in the chat. I dropped a message to see if there was something you wanted to ask or mention, because I thought I missed it. Forgive me if I've missed it again, unless he's going to send me an email or an Instagram message. Anybody can reach out to me on Instagram anytime. It's always just one word. TuberChat. I try to be attentive of it, if that makes sense. And let's look at Modest Moongazer. So it's been a while since we've had this channel up on the screen, but she's been a member for quite some time now. Modest Moongazer is a unique channel, so I can't put her right in the paranormal group, because what she does more than anything else that I've seen is explore abandoned places. But she does a lot of research into where she's going and what she's going to show, so that she has stories to tell while she's doing it, and then often puts a slideshow at the end of the video to show us a different perspective of some of the things that have been presented in the video as well, which is really cool. She's got some unique content. I think that everybody's enjoying it. Modest Moongazer, we don't have a sub count on right now, but that's okay. We just want to push her along towards the next milestone she's looking for. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. And we just love to get Modest Moongazer up towards that 500. That will bring the community tab up. So Phasmonut, yeah, it might just be that there is a word you're trying to use that's in the banned words list for one reason or another. I know I've got way too much in there. And Sam's Logs Trains and More, can't skip back. Yeah, you won't be able to do it right now. Thank you so much. But the replays are always up. So I took off that DVR thing. I'm going to have to show everybody how to do that one of these days. Wabendo Andrew videos, the best success is always found in reaching out to other creators first. The reason I took off the digital video recorder option on the TuberChat live streams is because I found often that what would happen is even myself, when I'm out watching live streams, even when I'm keeping up with my own while I'm streaming and watching the chat on another phone, I often accidentally hit something and it knocks the stream back. So you might be watching something and the chat is not keeping up. They're very much off. And I noticed that was happening, so I took that off. So while we're in the TuberChat live streams, that means everybody must be watching live. They must be watching exactly what we're watching, and then 2 hours later you can go back and hit the replay and catch anything that was missed. So Modest Moongazer has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. This is also another creator who is willing to reach out and share lessons learned and experiences and things that they see in the YouTube streets, for which I'm very grateful. And it's great to have this channel back up here now. I've just taken your latest video and added this into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up. They're mixing up some shorts now, and it's great to see you're getting some activity here with almost 400 and almost 500 views. So I noticed a new avatar, a new banner, and they've changed up their channel a few times, which is really cool. Thank you, Phasmonut, for that. I really do appreciate that. And they're asking an interesting question, so we'll talk about when they come. We'll talk about that when they come back. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. One of the things I should mention, for anybody that does have more than one account, even if they're not channels, here in TuberChat, we insist on everybody using their main account, their main channel, to connect with everyone. We don't do the whole thing where it's like, my name's Kevin K, but go subscribe to TuberChat. I'm going to subscribe to you on this one and that. I know that's popular, but not the way we do things here. Everybody here is very serious. So, as well, if you haven't already given a thumbs up, thank you. I am Betty J Gathers. Glorious Platter, thank you for coming in. I hope that you will. Everybody hopefully is giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. So we're going to take a break for about 3 minutes. Let me spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. Phasmanut has sent me a question about event-based videos and live streams, and I have a very, hopefully you find entertaining, if not important, story to tell. So we'll get to that as soon as we get back, and then we will look at Hapalistic Kitchen. Sage Lifestyle, I hope I welcomed you earlier. And Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub is in the house. Trev Essence Unstoppable is here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody else coming into the chat. And we're looking at Hapalistic Kitchen. So they have got 111 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on the road towards 200. They're here with us almost every day since finding TuberChat. They're bringing us some delicious looking content with a little bit of variety mixed in. I'm just going to take your latest video, add this into my catch-up list. Actually, I did yesterday, but I didn't quite get there. I am catching up, but it's taken a little while. But I will get caught up with that video. And all that fluff and stuff, thank you for coming in. Hapalistic Kitchen, like I said, has been with TuberChat and is a loyal and dedicated supporter. We'd love to push them a little bit farther, and it's great to see they're experimenting with shorts videos as well. Hopefully you start getting some action on those also. So one more time, if anybody is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, they really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. So we are going to, as well, look at something else now, and I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to show you something that is really interesting to see. I haven't looked at it this way. We're looking at it together for the first time, but I'm sure we're all going to be amazed. So I'm going to show you what's been happening. I am lucky enough to live in Canada. I'm actually close to Niagara Falls, which is in the most southern part of Canada. 6 hours away from Ottawa, our nation's capital, where there is some world news happening right now. And I have been one of the several streamers to be able to get out there and do some streaming. You see this, it looks ridiculous because it's actually supposed to be a chart. But you can see that I was getting like how many views, how many views, how many views, and then all of a sudden, bang, 134,000 views, 200,000 views. Here in the subscribers, we see that usually I get, you know, somewhere between 0 and a couple a day. And then, bam, 2,500 subscribers, 3,700 subscribers, and this and that in a week. Now, the reason why is because this is world news. So I'm going to go to the channel and I'll show you exactly what's happening. I don't want to spend too much time on it. And it is very different content than I'm usually doing. So I had to make the decision. Do I start a new channel or do I put it on my own channel or what do I do? Because we knew that this was going to be explosive for growth. The problem comes, and this is what Phasmanut, which is Chris's Clever Craft, was just asking, is it detrimental to your channel because the subscribers are there for that content, they may not come back for the rest. So that's a very big possibility. My channel went from 2,200 subscribers to now 8,500 in 2 weeks. But that's not because I did anything special. Like, fine, I know what I'm doing, fine that the channel was prepared, and we've talked about these things before. But you can see the views on some of these streams. 60,000 views, 58,000, 55,000. They've gone on for hours and hours. You can see I've been doing 5-hour live streams and this and that. But sometimes there have been well over 1,000 people in the chat. Sometimes. So the problem is then you wonder if the subscribers that you're gaining actually care about your channel. And my bet is that no, they don't. So the problem is that while somebody like me and a lot of other streamers are gaining tons of subscribers, they won't be back to watch the rest of the content. They don't care about my hotel review. They don't care about my unboxing videos and things like that. However, while I'm on stream, I already do a lot of outdoor live streaming in my hometown, which is a tourist area of Niagara Falls. I'm very lucky that way. I constantly remind everybody that after all of the Freedom Convoy has passed, which is world news now, then I will be doing outdoor live streaming in my hometown. The hope is that even though I'm actually one of the slowest growing streamers in the area because I can't be there as often as everybody else, I don't have that momentum, I'm hoping that I will have a decent number, the highest possible number of returning viewers out of the subscribers that I'm gaining. It's an experiment, like a lot of other things. So we'll see. And when I'm doing these things, I am constantly telling everybody, look, I'm just here to film. I'm not taking a side or any of that stuff, and I do that so the videos don't get shut down. So forgive me. The numbers may not be worth it. I'm not going to know for a long time. But my channel, my personal channel, is not huge. You know what I mean? I only had 2,200 subscribers in the beginning. I'm always behind posting videos and things like that. As much as I'm up here telling everybody what I think everybody should do, I do it on every other channel but my own, right? Now, here's an example. I just wanted to show you this one video. This was something that was done when the pandemic had started, and there was a concert that was played. It's in Canada, and they did a bunch of artists got on screen, and you know, they all performed from their home. But because I saw it coming, I took advantage of that opportunity as well. It's event-based. Now, I gained 32,000 views on that stream, 19,000 of which I think came that day. But you have to know when you're throwing a large net like that, you may not be getting the subscribers that you want. It may work out for me a little bit because I am a variety channel. There really wasn't any expectation, but I'm certainly not going to go and chase news after this to keep it going. So I don't know what anybody can grab from this story that I'm telling right now, but I did want to put a little bit of focus on it because it's been a couple of weeks. I'm probably going back in a couple of days again to catch some more of this so you can watch how things unfold. But I do want to let everybody know, I don't talk about TuberChat when I'm doing that stuff because the type of people who are watching that are not necessarily creators. They don't necessarily have channels, and because that is world news that is extremely politically charged, tensions run high, emotions are high, passions are high, trolling goes way beyond anything that most of us have ever seen, and I don't want anybody here to be uncomfortable while possibly watching what's going on there, and I certainly don't want that stuff coming in here. We're not going to talk politics in TuberChat, so I leave it alone. But I am experimenting. I'm watching what happens. I've got a lot of friends now. I've met the other streamers that are out there, a lot of them, and you know, everybody's happy to share. Everybody's happy to work together and promote each other and all that stuff. So I will have a lot of lessons learned to talk about when it's all over, but right now I have to tell you with my own eyes, I see that no end is in sight, so we'll see. Might be a while. So forgive my long-winded speeches, forgive me for everything that I've missed in the chat. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Chris's Clever Craft. I'm not sure. Here's the problem. You start a brand new channel, now you have zero momentum. Now, one of the other streamers who Chris knows from here in TuberChat is a channel that I run. That creator decided to do it on what they had already set up as a travel channel, which with a bunch of trolling and nonsense and everything else going on, and they managed to skyrocket. They went from 4,000 subscribers or something like that to over 30,000 now. But they run things differently than I do when it comes to the chats and what they allow. I will not tolerate the same kind of trolling and abuse and things like that, racism and all this stuff that comes in that some other streamers will allow. Not that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, like, you know, everybody's streams and everybody's channels are different. We know that. So we're going to see how this unfolds. If you start a brand new channel, I don't know if you're going to pick up any momentum at all. But like I've said a million times here on TuberChat, when you have a channel that's established with a strong and solid foundation of putting out a quality piece of content every week or thereabouts, and the channel has moved, eventually luck will come your way. Now, I don't necessarily want to call that luck, because that is politically charged world news, and there are a lot of very strong opinions about it. I keep telling everybody I'm just there to point a camera. Of course, I have opinions, but I just don't voice them. And we'll see what happens. But it is, it's not the best game, let's say, to play, especially with a channel that you're passionate about. I'm doing it because I intended on being here and staying anyway. No matter what happens, I'm going to continue. But it's something I wouldn't necessarily chase unless you did have your own idea as for a plan, first of all. So it's tough to say. I can't say if you started a brand new channel if you'd get anything from it or not. My guess would say you'd get the minimum. May not even be worth it. But I could be wrong. I don't know. The numbers are so explosive, it's tough to tell. Now, I can tell you, of the streamers that are out there, I am the slowest growing. And one of the reasons why is because I'm not there. I'm not able to be there every single day. Some of these guys live there. I'm only able to go a few days a week. I've only been able to do about 4 streams a week. And anyway, I don't want to go on about it too much. Anybody can ask me about it on Instagram and things like that, but it's a thought. And then, yeah, Mr. Fulton Mraz, hopefully you're doing what you need to feel better, and hopefully everybody will end up okay with that. And, yeah, we just don't know what to expect with that. It could end any day. Literally any day. If I get a message today or a phone call or something saying that's it, it's over, I'm not going to be surprised. And if it goes on until April or May, I'm not going to be surprised. So we'll see. Alec Marcus Glasgow, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for missing anybody that came into the chat. I don't mean to. I got into a long-winded speech there. But as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And again, I just want to let everybody know, now that we've talked about it, if you happen to go over to my personal channel and watch that stuff, I just want you to beware of what goes on in the chat. It can get very out of control. And I'm fine with it right now because of what it is. We can clean up the mess that I'm making later, but I'm there to also learn. I'm taking advantage of the opportunity, of course. But I don't want anybody to feel compelled to get involved. And I don't talk about TuberChat when I'm there because I don't want those worlds colliding. When it has passed, whether it's this week or 3 months from now, whenever it is, I'll get back to the regularly scheduled program. So, come hither with Heather. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, the replay will be here. We started talking about this after about an hour and 15 minutes into TuberChat today, episode number 353. So let's get back to channels. Jen Hines is here right now. We've got over an hour to go. I'm going to get as many channels on the screen as I can. Michael's Adventures has a premiere for us to go and watch. And he's an incredibly supportive and generous creator, so I'm happy that we're going to be able to go and get a great look at his channel today. Jan Hines is here with TuberChat almost every single day. I'm hoping we can push this creator towards their next milestone. We don't know how many subs they have right this second, but that's okay. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. And when we look at Life with Jan, we see a second channel from this creator, and I'm always happy to help promote anybody that's got more than one channel. But I don't necessarily recommend starting second channels. Yeah, the Stock Explorer, it's okay. It's just that I don't want those worlds colliding, because once somebody comes in and has decided that they already hate you, you know how like unbelievably politically charged that stuff is. By putting my face on it, I'm playing a dangerous game over there. But you mention anything at all and people are ready to pounce. So I just leave it alone. But thank you for that. Stock Explorer has been incredibly supportive, has been hanging out, and I actually made them a mod over there now. But I never want anybody to feel compelled. That stuff gets just ridiculous. I'm sure people are uncomfortable even watching, not the streams, but the chats. It gets crazy. Phillip Lemon, I've stopped the streams, so for two reasons. One, the servers that I was using, I've been through so many services and none of them seem to have stable internet connection, so that was a problem. Secondly, this other situation came up that I felt I needed to look after, and I just can't be on the music channel enough to look after it, and because it's such a young channel in its early stages, it's not worth yet the idea of putting somebody on that in any kind of a part-time or full-time basis or anything like that. So there's a lot of replays there. They're all 12 hours long. Anybody has all the royalty-free music and mixes that they need over there. Anybody can use that anytime. And we'll consider getting back into 24-hour streams when I'm better prepared, probably in the summer. But thank you for asking. All the same music that you hear in the background of TuberChat is available on a separate channel we have, which is all royalty-free music, and the link for that will be dropped every 30 minutes or so. Facing Reality is always at the top of the list when it comes to engagement here in the chat, both with energy, positivity, and motivation. So I hope everybody will connect with her. If you haven't already, she is a shining jewel in the TuberChat family, and she says positive messages in a fun way, not just on her own channel, but everywhere she goes. So this is another creator who bounces in between premieres and live streams, is constantly supporting others, and you will find positivity and motivation from her coming everywhere that you see her. And then thank you, Garden State Gardener. Forgive me for anything that I've missed in the chat. If anybody was commenting about that long-winded story I was telling about the channel and its growth and all that stuff from Ottawa and everything else, feel free to reach out to me. I love talking YouTube. I'm fine talking about that stuff if you want to reach out to me and let me know, your thoughts. But I want to try to limit it while it is something that we kind of had to talk. And then, yeah, Phillip Lemon, thank you for that. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Alec Marcus Glasgow has a new channel. Is that a new channel right there? I thought I recognized you. And forgive me if I'm wrong, Alec Marcus Glasgow. Hopefully you're feeling welcome here in TuberChat, and hopefully you've already met some friends and family members. I'm just going to look at what I can do about adding some names onto our wheel from our chat list right now. When we get down to about 5 or 6 names, I reach over to my chat list to grab names. You have to see what I can do about that. Yeah, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe that is a brand new channel. So thank you for being here. And our instructions are always in our video description for anybody that is brand new and wants to know how to maximize your time here while connecting. So let's spin the wheel, and I will look still at what I'm doing about adding names to the wheel in a second from our chat list. And then thank you, Trevessence Unstoppable. Yeah, I always recommend for everybody to take things slowly, meet creators one by one, start a conversation first so that you can connect really well with somebody, if that makes sense. So taking your time and having patience is definitely a key to making sure you get the best growth out of your time here. Mortgage with me, I can't believe how far I'm falling behind with you already. I must have already had one of your videos in my catch-up list, but I'm going to take your vacation or staycation video and add that into my catch-up list, make sure I catch up. I've been trying to catch up, but I got behind even with that. So, oh, Magic Alec, I see. So you've got another channel happening. That's cool. Alec Marcus Glasgow. Hopefully, if you can spend some time here today, we will get your channel up and talk about it soon. We've got an hour to go, and then Michael's Adventures has a premiere for us. We'll be able to continue connecting in his live chat the same way that we do here. And then I will leave this live stream running right up until the moment that premiere begins so that we can clean up our connections here. I'm just looking through our list to see what I can do about adding names. Steve Hauser will come up. Phillip Lemon will come up. And Bose Pixel, who's a longtime friend of TuberChat and a previously featured channel, will come up as well. And then we'll see what we're going to do about adding names after that. Mama Soul Food's in the house. Keto Mama Michelle is still hanging out. The Essence of Sonya is a longtime friend of TuberChat. Now, I'd have to go back to the beginnings of TuberChat and see how long it's been that the Essence of Sonya has been with us, but I think it's actually from the beginning. With 1,750 subscribers right now, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,800 that she's thinking about, being halfway right now. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships, of course, and it's pure variety on this channel. So when we talk about the Essence of Sonya, and we see some generosity in her, what she's doing is putting a lot of featured channels here on the front page. Now, of course, there's some familiar faces there, but when you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages this way. So I recommend it to anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. And if you have featured TuberChat on your front page, just please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that as well. So let's spin the wheel. And the Essence of Sonya, thank you so much for still being here after all this time. 353 episodes of TuberChat, and the Essence of Sonya has been there from basically the beginning. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is coming up right now. This is another channel that's been extremely loyal and dedicated as a supporter for a while now. This is Tracy, and we see this channel just about every day. They happen to be a member, so we put them on the wheel right away as soon as we saw them today. We always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is bringing us beauty products, sometimes in the form of collaborations, sometimes in the form of a review. So she's really mixing up the content within her niche, which is really cool. And the Essence of Sonya, it's my pleasure having your channel up. So, Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're mixing up some shorts videos now as well. Hopefully you'll start getting some more action on those. 150 views here, which is cool. And we don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're looking towards. We always want to do as much as we can to support everybody, of course. So, let me refresh a couple of things here, and then we'll see what we can do about adding some more names onto the wheel. I move a little bit faster in the second half of the live stream, but we've got a lot of time to go. Like I said, almost an hour, and then Michael's Adventures will have a premiere for us, and we try to do things like that almost every day, so that everybody can continue connecting with more creators even after the TuberChat live streams. They usually run for 2 to 2.5 hours. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. Dine with Sonya, good to see you back in the house again. She was with another creator today, Jazzy Corner, I think it was celebrating a monetization party right before TuberChat started. It was great to see them. I think Experience Africans was with them too. I forget who else was on panel with you. But it's great to see creators getting together that way. And pardon me, I gotta keep drinking. So Steve Hauser has 284 subscribers. We're looking at this channel for the second time now. Hopefully everybody will give them a warm welcome into the TuberChat family and push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I still have yet to get to know this creator's content, but I'm going to take your featured video here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. What that will allow me to do is just make sure I catch up with your channel, get to know your content a bit better, make sure I don't fall behind, so that hopefully every time you're here, I'll promote you a little bit better. That goes for basically every channel that comes through TuberChat. And I'm going to see what I can do about adding some more names to the wheel right now. And then we'll spin. O'Shane Official Channel, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. My page is dragging on me here. When we're live streaming, the internet just crawls. So we'll spin, we'll get another channel up, and then I'll add some more channels. And Steve Hauser, my pleasure having your channel up. So YM Studio Lab is here for the first time today. We'll see what they've got going on for us. And again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. We'll go through your stuff and see if you've got anything like that. I see most of your videos are shorter. And in that case, what I'll do is just take your longest video, this 5-minute one. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. And I will give you a thumbs up. I will subscribe, and I will turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Stage Lifestyle will come up right now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm copying and pasting in the wrong place. Oh dear. The Keto Mama Michelle and Beauty Amani will come up, and then we'll see where we're at in another moment. I'm not sure if Pandan is still with us. That was a channel that I think was here for the first time. Hedgehog's Homestead, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let's see if 345 Barry is here. No. Let's get Gail Southern Living up, and I'll spin. And then we'll see who's coming up next, and then I'll add some more names again shortly. Gail Southern Living, look at that luck. As soon as I put you on the wheel, you come up right away. They've actually been here for a while. That's Coupon Gail with 2 channels, actually. So we're going to look at her main channel first. This is Gail Southern Living. She also comes to us through the homesteading community, and is surrounded by a very loyal and dedicated many creators actually in her own community. She has got a lot of featured channels on her front page, but when we get into her videos, we're going to see actually a lot of variety here, because she's I see a challenge video here, a friend mail video, more challenges. But look at this, get to know them with Gail, Garden State Gardeners there. It's great to see the two of you together. And they always speak highly of each other anyway here in TuberChat. But I'm going to take one of your latest videos. I'm just going to take your latest and add it into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall too far behind here. Gail Southern Living posts frequently. She actually did a very considerate and thoughtful job on a shout-out video for TuberChat as well, which is more like a how to use TuberChat, which is cool. Nut Behavior, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. She's fully monetized over here, Coupon Gail and Gail's Southern Living on this main channel. When we look at Coupon Gail, we see that she wants to help us maximize the impact of our finances and save money with Coupon Gail. So I hope everybody will follow her over here as well. I'm going to take your latest video. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list again, so I can catch up with both of your channels, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And with 710 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 800 that we know she must be thinking about. So thank you for that super chat. Now Behavior is here for the second time. So thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up right away. And I see you've posted a brand new video right before TuberChat started today, actually. So they've got 29 subscribers on their channel right now for No Behavior. And Do You Like Bikes is an interesting video that you got going on. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list as well and see what you've done here. And hopefully everybody will give them a warm welcome into the TuberChat community. They're obviously a generous as well as loyal and dedicated supporter, as we've seen them back again. So thank you for that extra support. And I am going to see what I can do about adding some more names to the wheel. Come hither with Heather. We'll come up. And maybe we'll spin. We'll get another channel up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. Radical Productions, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And they are... I forget if the last count was well over 6,000 subscribers or much farther. And Radical Productions is another creator who's out supporting each other regularly. Did we look at Hapalistic Kitchen today already? I feel like we might have looked at this channel today, but I know we looked at it yesterday. Hapalistic Kitchen has 111 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. More than anything else, they're bringing us delicious looking content here, but with some variety mixed in as well. She's obviously a dynamic creator, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this channel. And it's time for me to consider more channels getting on the wheel from our chat list. So I'll see what I'm going to do about that. Beauty Amani was going to come up. They're already on the wheel. All that fluff and stuff is coming up as well. So let's spin. We'll see who's next. I'm moving a little bit faster now. Because we're in the second half of the live stream. We've still got about 45 minutes to go, and then we're going to go and see a premiere from Michael's Adventures. So everybody will be able to continue connecting the same way that we do here, just the same way in that live chat. And I will leave this live stream running right up until the moment that that premiere begins, so that we can clean up our connections here as well. So, Sage Lifestyle is up right now. I still got to get to know this creator's particular brand of content. I can see that they're doing a lot of shorts here. Now, forgive me, because I don't want to nitpick things, but I just noticed that you're using TikTok videos as shorts. So, that's okay. The only problem is YouTube specifically says that those short videos will not qualify for the Shorts Fund if you're hoping to get monetization out of them. So it's a thought. What I suggest for anybody, if possible, when you're shooting videos for TikTok or Instagram stories and things like that, then you want to consider making the videos with your regular camera or something else, and then uploading separately to Instagram, TikTok, and the other platforms, because YouTube specifically says that videos with logos from other services will not qualify. So it's just a thought. If it doesn't matter and you just want to put shorts up and are hoping to get some views and maybe even subscribers, then that's great. And I'm happy that you're experimenting and putting so many out. I can see you're getting some activity on those as well. I'm just going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And Sage Lifestyle has 72 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 80 that they're probably thinking about right now. Selvin's Kitchen, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Phillip Lemon is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on their channel, and I'll add another couple of channels from our chat list as well. If anybody has the ability to share today's stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly as well. It helps get a few more people in here today and could possibly push out this content a little bit farther in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. A shorts fund, yeah, so all that fluff and stuff. YouTube's got this very confusing way of figuring that they're going to allow creators to be monetized with their shorts videos, even if they're not monetized in the YouTube Partner Program. It's very confusing, and while I have heard that it's possible that some creators are getting some money from that fund, it looks to me like it is very heavily weighted towards the biggest and most successful channels. Now, I could be very wrong about that. I have not received any money from any shorts, but I haven't had any shorts really move beyond like 1,000 views. But we'll have to. I'm going to have to do a better job of understanding exactly how they're dealing with that, so that I can give recommendations here as to things that people might be able to do to maximize the impact of the shorts that they're putting out. So Phillip Lemon's got a lot of shorts here as well. They're mixing up the content, and this is a creator who is constantly bringing engagement into the chat, which is a great service to any creator, whether it's in a premiere or a live stream. When you engage conversation in the chat, you are helping to send engagement signals through the YouTube algorithm that can help the content get pushed out even more and possibly get many more impressions. And then, yeah, we'll see where it's going to go. All that fluff and stuff, I don't know why they didn't just make a separate monetization program that was much more straightforward, or integrate it somehow into what they've already done. But shorts are something where it's possible to get included in that shorts fund, and for that reason monetize them in a very specific way. So while I recommend a lot of creators experimenting with shorts, you have to decide for yourself whether it's something that is suitable for your channel, because shorts have this winning the lottery aspect to them. You can get lots of views. We've got creators here with 30,000 views on shorts videos. And that can help because you gain a lot of subscribers. The question, very similar to what we talked about, I think a half an hour ago or so, when we were talking about event-based and news-based coverage, is are those subscribers going to convert into people who are going to watch your long-form content later, or are they just there for the shorts content, right? Because we watch that stuff in a very different way. Mama Soul Food, thank you so much for the membership. I really do appreciate that. Mama Soul Food just got a gold membership. What that means is, first of all, you'll be added onto the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat every day that you're here. Secondly, you get a slide that runs in the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, like when I do that there. And then as well, your link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, along with our other gold members. We've seen that many times, and I'll get that going starting tomorrow. But we're going to look at your channel right now as well. Countryside Music, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Forgive me, I think I keep saying Mama Soul Food. It's Madam Soul Food. We've got Mama's handprint in the house here as well. And there's a few channels that have Madam or Mama in their title names, but let's see what Madam Soul Food has going on. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to TuberChat for quite some time, as a matter of fact. And of course, we see delicious looking content here. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And then our moderators are going to knock out any messages that are self-promoting. So if somebody's just mentioning their own channel name or leaving emojis or single words and stuff like that, that's kind of spamish, and our moderators will take that out. Oh, and there you go. Yeah, all that fluff and stuff. It's literally like anybody's guess as to what's going to happen. Oracles and Beyond, good to see you here. They happen to be a member, so I'll add them to the wheel right away, as we do with all members. Yes, I love watching the food channels. And then we don't do any links here, Alec Marcus Glasgow. And one of the things that I have to mention to anybody with more than one channel or more than one account is that we don't promote both channels at the same time. So it's very important for us to connect very genuinely with the same format and procedure that we always do. And those directions are always in our video description, or instructions if you want to call them that. It's very important, so we don't simply say like, hey, you know, my name's Kevin from TuberChat, go check out both my channels, because that's not, first of all, fair to anybody else, but secondly, that we have to be connecting the right way, or you run the risk of heavier losses. We don't want anybody to waste any time. I'm hoping for everybody to maximize the time that they spend here and get real value out of every moment that you're here in TuberChat. So, Madam Soul Food is up with 2,250 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,300 that they're thinking about. They're halfway right now. I'm just going to take your latest video. Let's see what you've got in your videos collection here. And I'm going to take this 30-minute video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up. Make sure I don't fall too far behind with your channel. Thank you one more time for that gold membership. Like I said, starting tomorrow, your link will be dropped by Nightbot, like we just saw from Wolf Spirit Productions there as well. Ricky Life 365, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with either 3 thumbs up or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. All that Fluff and stuff is out right now, and they bring us a lot of outdoor footage. They take us snorkeling and reef fishing and mud crabbing. I almost did it again. Mud crabbing. I wanted to do it without looking at it. And I got it wrong again, but that's okay. And this is what they were talking about. They've got a lot of shorts videos here. They're getting some action on these. Let me see what I can find here. I saw one with 900 views. 999 views. We're going to watch this for a second. I just want to be their 1,000th view. We usually don't watch videos here on TuberChat, but we'll do one. And just make sure that we don't get copyrighted for that. You got to watch that and make sure that I don't get a strike for that. But all that Fluff and stuff has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time, as a matter of fact. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And with 977 subscribers, they are getting dangerously close to the 1,000 mark. Now, I usually don't do any kind of a push because, again, it's very important that we're connecting the right way more than anything else. But, because what I'm afraid of is doing a push, you know, getting you like 23 subscribers today and then having 18 of them lost tomorrow because, we did it too fast. However, because tomorrow TuberChat will be on again. I'm not sure what time it's going to be for you because it's 10 a.m. for us here Eastern. I don't know if that falls in your evening or if it's going to be like the middle of the night for you. So forgive me for being mistaken about that. But all that Fluff and stuff, if you're here tomorrow, I might ask you to remind me. I'm going to make a note for myself right now. I haven't pushed for anybody like that in a while. I'd love it if you were able to keep working today somehow on gaining more subscribers. I'd love to see you at least at 980 because I can't be guaranteed that a push is going to work. Even TuberChat got its 1,000 subscribers and then dropped under. We had to go back to Happy Lux to get it back again. So Mark the Shark is up here right now. They dropped a super chat on us, and for that reason, we're putting their channel up right away. They have also become the new stream boss. So what I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera there, and the last person to knock the life out of the stream boss with either a super chat or a membership takes over as the new stream boss, and Mark the Shark will get some extra exposure for that reason. Thank you, Garden State Gardener. Enjoy your party. I know that the Super Bowl is a very, very big deal, so I hope you enjoy that. I know a lot of people are hyped up about the halftime show as well. They've got quite a lineup this year. So, Mark the Shark with 225 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Mark the Shark brings us pure variety on their channel, sometimes indoor, sometimes outdoor. They recently had a litter of puppies, and they bring us a bit of the early looks into these puppies and their lives. And, you know, I'm sure everybody likes to watch these cute videos. They've mixed up some shorts. They also happen to be quite the poker shark. So I almost joke around about saying Mark the Poker Shark. He happens to be a moderator on our music channel as well, because he has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time, and comes to us originally from our dear friends at Two Pineapples. Two Real Geeks, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I am always good, living the dream, and hopefully you've been doing well also. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in TuberChat, even if it's been a little while. It's great to have you in the chat. Two Real Geeks are a dynamic couple of creators that do a lot of outdoor live streaming as well. So Beauty Amani is coming up next. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Beauty Amani is a channel I'm still getting to know the content from, but they've got 145 subscribers right now. They've got some shorts videos happening here, and I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to take this 5-minute one. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with a little bit more of your content. And the idea, of course, is that over time, the more videos that I watch and the more we talk on either here in the chat or especially Instagram. I have a lot of friends now here in the TuberChat family that reach out. As I get to know the channel and the creator better, I will do a better job of promoting you every time you're here. So let me see what, I'm just looking at something in another window here. And we still have a half an hour to go, so we got lots of time to put some more channels on the screen. I'm going to get to as many as I can. I'm just going to look through our chat list and see who I can add here. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub. And actually, I'm going to need a quick minute. So let me spin the wheel here. We're going to take a break. It's actually going to be about 3 minutes. I'm going to come back, and then we're going to look at our longtime friend, Bose Pixel. You have to forgive me, I actually stepped away that time, and I see that we've got a few more channels that came through. Vibes with the Thompson family is here. Huga Homestead, it's good to have you in the house as well. Forgive me if for anybody that I'm missing that came through the chat or came in the last couple of minutes. But as long as everybody's meeting new friends and family members, then we are all good. We're just about to look at Bose Pixel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. I think Rock Chick Beauty came in today as well. Thank you, Chris's Clever Craft. And oh, I just missed a message telling me, oh, goodbye from our new friend, YM Studio Lab. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. We're on every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Allie's Craft Pursuits is here, and they happen to be a member, so we've got them on the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed any members. They always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Bose Pixel brings us fashion more than anything else. I'm just going to take your latest video and add this into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall behind. This is a long-time, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and we don't have a sub count on this channel right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working on. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. We always want to just be doing as much as we can to support each other. Southern Sewn and Grown, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to start really moving through channels because we got about 20 minutes, and then we're going to go and watch a premiere from Michael's Adventures. I will drop the link for that in a little while when we start to get a bit closer. It's more like 25 minutes, almost half an hour, really. So lots of time. Come Hither with Heather is coming up right now. We're actually going to look at 2 channels here. This happens to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Come Hither with Heather is shown generosity in many different ways, and this is another creator who's out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, visiting others and supporting them regularly. I run into them all the time. 461 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. They've got a lot of variety on their channel, but they do explore abandoned places. Some familiar faces are here with Nocturnal Nation, Wolf Haunts Paranormal, and then of course I think we know Intrepids as well, but we're going to look at Werner's Adventures, which is always with Come Hither with Heather, and with 417 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on their road to 500 as well. They are both generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and I'll add them as we go. We should be able to get many more channels on the screen in the next 20 to 25 minutes. Mama's Handprint is coming up. This is a longtime friend of TuberChat as well, and we'll see what they got going on today. VR Josie, good to see you here. Yes, missed your family. A lot, apparently. So thank you for that. And Rock Chick Beauty, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. She's done that many times before. And for that reason, Rock Chick Beauty will be the next channel that we look at before I get back to spinning the wheel. Mama's Handprint is here and has been a long-time dear friend of TuberChat. And you see some familiar faces on their front page as well in the featured channel section. 896 subscribers right now, so I'm hoping that Mama's Handprint, we can get you maybe even up all the way to 900 and get you officially on the road to 1K. I know it's a very exciting milestone. It's a very exciting time. I feel that, you know, by the time you hit 600 subscribers, you basically know that, you know, 1,000 is on the horizon. Once you get to 700, you know it's very real. Once you get to 800, you know it's only a matter of time. And 900, of course, is very exciting because you're so close. So we wish for Mama's Handprint to get a few more subscribers today, maybe all the way to 900. Right now, we're going to look at Rock Chick Beauty. and see what they've got going on. 669 subscribers, so we're seeing this channel climb along nicely. And Rock Chick Beauty's been a long time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend to TuberChat. They're getting close to 700 now, and it's nice to see how this channel has come along. We know she puts a lot of work into her channel's presentation. When we talk about the banner, the thumbnails, she changes things up and dresses it up quite well. She's experimenting with shorts videos as well. It's good to see her getting some action there. She's got a lot of familiar faces on the featured channels list. And this is a channel who actually many months ago reset and restarted. So it's great to see Rock Chick Beauty coming along so well. So thank you again for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, Rock Chick Beauty's done that many times before. And for that reason, we put that channel up, right away. Hopefully we'll see some more streaming from Rock Chick Beauty as well. She's been known to do a lot of that in the past. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. Keto Mama Michelle will be up next. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Here's Keto Mama Michelle, and she's with us here frequently in TuberChat also, so you know that this is a loyal and dedicated supporter, and hopefully we're going to learn from this channel as well as be entertained and inspired by them. So they do a bit of variety on their channel, but let's just have a look at what they've got in their Super Bowl grocery haul. I'm going to take that and add that into my catch-up list so I can get caught up with your content a little bit, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And it's great to see that they've started experimenting with shorts videos as well. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm going to get Country Boy Magic onto the wheel along with Two Real Geeks. God's people, thank you for the time that you spent. I'm assuming that means that you're going for now, but hopefully we'll see you again soon. And I'll spin the wheel and I'll add more names as we need them. We'll get to as many channels as we can in the next 20 minutes before Michael's Adventures premiere begins. I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment it starts, and while Michael's Adventures premiere is on, we will go and rate it, and then everybody will be able to continue meeting friends and family members the same way that we do here in TuberChat. So Oracles and Beyond is up here right now. This is Cassie. I hope to catch her on a live stream again. I know it's been a little while. Again, I'm just going to take your latest replay and add this into my catch-up list. What Cassie does on Oracles and Beyond is give you free tarot readings, and she's got many different decks for those of you who understand those. And Happy Lux, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That is my dear friend who's had explosive channel growth over the last year. And Oracles and Beyond right now has almost 1,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Sometimes she gives you Oracle readings for yourself. Sometimes she gives these to you with other creators on panel, which is really cool. And she has her own unique way of doing it. She's built up a very loyal and dedicated community around her channel. She is a very much loved and well-respected creator, so you'll get a warm welcome when you're there. It's good to see she's experimenting with shorts videos as well and getting some action there. Happy Lux, I'm always good, living the dream. Hopefully you're doing well also. And Happy Lux has another growth stream similar to what we have here in the TuberChat streams, where you're able to meet friends and family members in a very similar way. And then Country Boy Magic, I don't know why my robot's welcoming you. I thought you've been here a million times before. But we'll see. We'll see if I have made a mistake. I don't think so. Oh, and then Country Boy Magic, yeah, we don't do any promotion, and we don't usually It can be very frowned upon when you go into a live stream or a premiere and tell everybody to leave to go to yours. Nobody here is going to leave to go to your premiere right now, but when you go into other people's live streams and premieres, you can find yourself getting timed out and banned and stuff like that. We don't want that to happen to anybody. So I must be mistaken. I thought we knew that channel, but I could be wrong about that. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub. Good to see you in the house. Again, they come to us originally from Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. Haha, yeah, your play button is coming, Happy Lux. I haven't looked lately. Last I looked, I think you had 68,000 subscribers. But if you keep it up, you might start to get much closer to that play button. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub has 477 subscribers. They originally come to us from Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. Of course, it is train videos on this channel. They're very focused, very niched. And I'm just going to take one of your latest videos and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so I can make sure I don't fall too far behind. I see you've got a premiere coming up as well, and that will be tomorrow, as a matter of fact, right around the time that TuberChat is on. So that'll be cool. And we're going to look at Lincolnshire LC and TC Automated Announcements is a second channel from this creator with 19 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Alec Marcus Glasgow, thank you so much for the time that you spent. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Happy Lux, thank you, my dear friend, for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to make Happy Lux the next channel that we look at. And Happy Lux has been a dear friend for a very long time. There you go, 69.9 right now. So almost 70,000 subscribers. We've watched this channel. Happy Lux had under 10, I believe, when I first met him about 2 years ago. And this is a creator who does a bit of gaming. Now they're doing a lot of reaction videos, but they also do growth streams. And when I first met them, it was in another growth stream, as a matter of fact, similar to TuberChat. And when I had said, hey, Happy Lex, you know, I'm going to start one of these growth streams, he didn't say, no, don't compete with me, don't copy me and stuff like that. He said, I'll help you build it. And he did. We've gained hundreds of friends and family members through Happy Lux. Like I said earlier, even when TuberChat hit the 1,000 subscribers, if memory serves me right, we actually slipped below and then had to go into Happy Lux to get it back up and over the 1,000. But he's been a dear friend for a long, long time. He loves helping other creators. And I'm just going to show you his second channel as well, Happy Jur. This is another channel from the same creator. He's doing some more reaction videos here, but tends to do more gaming. So hopefully everybody will connect with them here as well. 1,800 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther on this channel. And thank you again, my dear friend, for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. Happy Lux has been a dear friend for a long, long time. So Country Boy Magic, let's just see if I was mistaken. I thought we know this channel already. I think so. Maybe they're just a language barrier or something like that. Farming Bitcoin. I see. That's interesting, Happy Lux. Hopefully that's going well. Yeah, Country Boy Magic we've seen many times before, so they're well over 5,500 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. They got a premiere coming up in a few days. I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall too far behind and get caught up with you. And then I'm going to spin the wheel one more time, and I'll look through our chat list and see what I can do about getting more creators to come through. So thank you so much, all that fluff and stuff, for the kind words. You know, when I had started TuberChat, like when I started on YouTube almost 5 years ago, I figured at some point I'd be doing something similar to what I'm doing now, but wasn't sure because I hadn't yet seen a growth stream. It took 2 years for me to get introduced into the small YouTuber community. When I was there, I was overwhelmed by the generosity that I saw in so many creators, Happy Lux being one of them, who said, for instance, yeah, you know, I'm going to help you. Let me help you build what you want to build. you know, and not don't copy me and you know, don't do what I'm doing, and there's not enough room for everybody and stuff like that. There are a lot of creators like that, but Happy Lux has been a dear friend for a long time and has shared lots of different information with me to help. He's been on YouTube for well over 10 years now, I believe. I forget how long it's actually been. And he runs a growth stream similar to TuberChat, so you'll meet more friends and family members over there as well. He does it in a different way. He does it more high energy. There's music playing, video game going, and it's a lot of fun. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. But yeah, thank you so much. And it's the friendships that are made are what I hear from everybody as the number one thing that they enjoy about YouTube and the way that we're all growing together. So it makes sense to hear that from you. So Real Geeks is up here right now with 2,750 subscribers. They are climbing along nicely. They do a lot of outdoor live streaming. They happen to live in Florida, and they're able to bring us to a few of these tourist destinations. I've been lucky to catch them a few times on outdoor live streams. Hopefully you'll catch them as well. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos, and I'm going to add it into my catch-up list so that I can get caught up with you a little bit, make sure I don't fall too far behind. It's been a little while, but it's great to have you back in the chat. Oh, collecting coins with Gianna, good to see you here. Oh yeah, sometimes sometimes creators have comments disabled on videos. They might set that themselves, or YouTube might do it. Ghostly Wins, my dear friend, thank you for coming back in. Let me see what I can do about adding some more names to the wheel here. Collecting coins with Gianna will get you on there. If anybody's listening or watching that hasn't been on the screen or the wheel yet, just please let me know so we can get you up. We have time for a few more channels, and it's time for me to drop the link. I'm actually overdue for that. And Michael's Adventures has a premiere coming up. We're going to be able to continue meeting new friends and family members over there as well. We'll go over there for a raid. And I'll pin that link if I can, so that we can get to it easily. Ghostly Wins is coming up right now. This is another longtime friend of TuberChat. They do a lot of gaming. I've been lucky to catch them a few times in live streams as well, but they mix up the streams and videos. And then thank you, all that fluff and stuff. And then Ghostly Wins has 700 subscribers right now. It's great that you've hit that milestone. I'm hoping we can get them a few more subscribers so that we can keep that locked in and get them moving a little bit closer on the road towards 800. And you can see they've got a lot of familiar faces here in their featured channels list. What you'll find on Ghostly Wins in the content is a mix of retro games that they play, and you see the logos, Sega and Nintendo. They actually expand that as well. But when you join them for a live stream, you can feel the fun that this creator's having, both in the gameplay and in the stream. You know, they are always having a good time. They're very warm and welcoming. They keep that energy up. It's infectious, draws you in, and I find myself staying for long periods of time. Like I said, Ghostly Wins has been a friend for a long time. They also show generosity over and above the ways that we typically describe here in TuberChat as well. So I hope you'll connect with them and see what I'm talking about. They are definitely a loyal and dedicated supporter. Collecting Coins with Gianna is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on in the chat. Forgive me for not welcoming you earlier. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists like Rock Chick Beauty is talking about, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So I'm just taking your latest video, Collecting Coins with Gianna, and adding that into my catch-up list so that I can get caught up with your content, make sure I don't fall too far behind. It's great that you've got a crypto mining video coming up right now. I'm curious to see what you've got going on with that. 198 subscribers right now means that we might be able to get her even up and over the 200 that she's thinking about right now. So when it comes to anything regarding, collecting coins is a little bit different than investing in precious metals, but I'm always interested in both. Anything to do with finance, of course, is something that I'm drawn to. So I hope everybody will connect with collecting coins with Gianna. She's been back with us many times, is obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. So if there's anybody in the house that hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat. You always have more viewers than participants in the chat list, but we'll make sure we get to another couple of channels before we go. I'm just dropping the link again for our raid. We're going to go over to Michael's Adventures. He's got a premiere. The live chat's already running. You'll find some more people over there. We can continue connecting the same way that we do here in TuberChat, and so you'll meet more friends and family members over there. We've joined Michael's Adventures for many premieres. He has thousands of videos up and brings us a lot of furry friends and a lot of outdoor footage as well. So we'll see what he's got going on today. And let's have a look at Ali's Craft Pursuits, and we'll see what she's got going on for us. With over 1,000 subscribers, she's got about 1,040. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,100 that she's thinking about. And you can see she's experimenting with shorts, getting some activity on these as well. She mixes up the content. It's basically pure variety on her channel. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. We see diamond painting. We've seen that from Wolf Spirit Productions and other creators as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find over here. And Ali's Craft Pursuits, of course, is a loyal and dedicated supporter, but has also been the kind of creator that will reach out and share lessons learned along the way. Which is great, so that we can all help each other in as many ways as possible. Mark the Shark still hanging out, and I'm just going to grab our link one more time, and we're going to go over to Michael's Adventures for a raid. When we get over there, please say TuberChat raid. Make sure to give Michael's Adventures a thumbs up on the way in. Hopefully you'll give us a thumbs up on the way out here. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 hours earlier than today. And thank you again, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody spends here in TuberChat. Hopefully you've enjoyed some of the nuggets of information in the conversations that we've had. And hopefully you've enjoyed meeting new friends and family members. So this live stream will continue running for a few more minutes so that we can clean up our connections here, but I will come over and we'll raid together into Michael's Adventures premiere so that we can meet more friends and family members over there. Thanks again, everyone. Bye-bye.